morning. Great to be here with the owner of Refresh Renew MedSpa, Sarah.
Good morning.
Welcome, welcome. Let's kick off by telling us what inspired the creation of Refresh and Renew.
Okay. So I am a certified registered nurse anesthetist. I went to grad school down in Miami and then moved back home to Michigan. And I was working in a level one trauma center for about 11 years and just getting very burnt out with the politics of it all. I had a good friend from anesthesia school who was injecting, and she said, "You have to try this. It's so fun. It's so different than anesthesia." And so I did. I went to some trainings and I quickly fell in love with aesthetics and all that is beauty.
Can you share the story behind the name Refresh and Renew?
Yeah, naming a business is challenging. And I feel like when you first start a business, you don't really know what it's going to evolve into all the time. And so, so I don't know if I were to name it today, if I would name it that again, because it's a little wordy. But at the time, I just really wanted to embody what our mission is, which is not to change how you look, but simply help you to feel refreshed, help you to feel renewed, and help make people feel more like themselves.
Love that. Tell us some differences from your med spa apart from others in the area.
We are very patient and experience centered. So, we're very big on education. And when you walk through the doors, you are the center of our world. And because I was so burnt out on the lack of kind of customer service in medicine, that is top on our priority. So I just feel like when you walk through the doors, you feel that you feel the care, you feel the consideration, and most of all, the customer service.
That's great. That's great. How do you define beauty and wellness in today's world?
I think beauty and wellness is so individualized. I don't think you can have one definition for all people. I think for some people, um, it's their functionality. It's feeling like they can physically do whatever they need to do, whether it's get on the floor with their grandkids or go and run a marathon. I think for other people, it's matching that outward appearance with how they feel on the inside. We see a lot of women in particular who come and they say, I just don't feel like I look like myself anymore. I don't recognize who I see in the mirror. So I don't think you can put one definition for everyone. I think for everyone it looks a little bit different, but just really matching the outside with what you're feeling on the inside and feeling your best to live your life.
Great. Makes a lot of sense. What's your mission when a client walks through the door?
Our mission when you walk through the door is number one for you to feel cared for, and also to feel very educated in the choices that you're making. I think that aesthetics, you could go and ask five different practitioners about the same service, and they're all going to have a little bit different take. So for us, it's making sure that our education is research based, that it is supported with evidence, and that we are educating the clients in layman's terms or terms they understand of not only what kind of treatment they're getting, but why they're getting it, so that they really understand what the results will look like and what we're trying to do or get the body to do with each treatment.
Yeah, that's great. What are your most popular treatments right now?
Our most popular treatments right now, well, this time of year, are laser season. We're especially in Michigan, we're coming into the gray season, so you don't have to worry as much about hiding from the sun. So lasers are very big right now as we head into winter, and then always our neuromodulators or our Botox, as people know it as. That's always a very common treatment.
So someone that's their first time they walk in, how do you help them choose the right treatment?
Okay, so our one of our favorite things to do is our consultations. We offer free consultations, and again, they're all about education. So we come in and have the client first tell us what their concerns are, what they've seen changes in that they want to see improvements with. And then we go step by step to create a custom treatment plan for that patient. And for everyone, it's going to look a little different because there are patients who are not interested in injectables. And so we talk a lot more about our devices and about things that we can do to stimulate the body to do some of that work on its own. So it's very individualized. It's very focused on education again, so that they understand the treatment plan. They understand why we're doing A before B. And they know what to expect each step along the way.
What's a service that you wish people knew more about?
Biostimulators. Biostimulators are an injectable that we place in different layers. And what it does is stimulate the body to make more of its own collagen or elastin. So there's several different biostimulators on the market. Common names that people would recognize are Sculptra or Radiesse. And I just think they are, number one, I think they're the future of aesthetics. And I think that they are something that everyone should be at least considering because the results are beautiful. They're very natural looking. And anytime you can put your body to work to make new cells, the better, because you're going to hold on to those results.
What else can you tell us about injectables?
Um, So different type of injectables. We have the biostimulators that we covered. We have neuromodulators. Those are again the household name that everyone recognizes as Botox. And that goes into muscle and temporarily stops that muscle movement. And we use that injectable to usually correct creases or wrinkles on the skin. We can also use it for prevention. For example, in the lower face and neck, those are muscles that pull down and over time can really age the face. So we can use neuromodulators preventatively in the lower face and neck to help give a lifting appearance, but also prevent some of that downward pulling. Then you have your hyaluronic acid fillers. Those are volumizers. They can also be used to augment things. So you can use hyaluronic acid in lips. That's a common thing that people think of. But also those little lip lines, the smoker lines that people get. We can use it to augment chins and give you the appearance of more of a chin. They are very fun. They give instant results. And I think some people are scared of them because of some of the horror stories they've seen on the social media. But overall, I think if done well and done tastefully, they look very natural and give beautiful results.
Awesome. What can you tell us about for someone's maybe new about facials?
Facials are one of the best ways to start dipping your toes in aesthetics or that area of self care. I think a lot of people associate facials with a spa treatment similar to a massage. And while that is a piece of it, a facial should really be something clinical that you are and results driven. So it can be very useful to help safely exfoliate the skin, to clean out your pores, to help shrink pores. There are different add ons that you can do with facials to really maximize those results. We have a handful of facials, and then we also have a medical grade facial device that is probably one of our best selling facials because it's an amazing experience, but the results are incredible and pretty long lasting. So for someone who is looking for a way to dip their toe in, they're a little bit nervous, but they want results, facials are a great option.
Great, great. What about for someone new? Let's. I know you touched on it already, but a little bit more on laser treatments.
Lasers, we have a few different options at our office. I think that a great way to dip your toe in would be something called an IPL. IPL or intense pulse light is used to target either pigment like dark spots, reds like rosacea, or telangiectasias, which are the little blood vessels you can sometimes see on the face. And then also, it's going to stimulate collagen. So I love this treatment because it's no downtime, it is little to no pain, and you see results pretty quickly, even with the collagen boosting. A lot of people will leave and say, I wasn't expecting the glow in my skin. And it's a really beautiful treatment for that. And then we have a more aggressive laser that can give you a little bit more downtime if that's what you're looking for. And it's more of a resurfacing laser. So think you'll have a little bit of peeling after. It's going to be really good to help with fine lines and wrinkles. Some of those harder to treat pigment areas like melasma, it's a great laser for that. So those are a few of the options. And again, I think the best thing to do is go in for a consultation and have us really create a custom treatment plan specifically for you and your skin.
Great. What's some of the biggest like misconceptions or myths that about med spa treatments?
I think the biggest misconception is that if you do that, you're going to look fake. I think that's one of them. Again, it's really important to research where you're going and look at before and afters and make sure that the aesthetic they're creating is the one that you're looking for. We are so big on natural results. If no one knows that you've had anything done, we've done our job. So I think that's number one, just understanding that these treatments can look natural. It's just who is doing them and what are the results that they're going for. I think the other myth that I hear a lot with neuromodulators is once you do it once, you have to do it forever. And that's just not the case. If you try something and it's not for you, then it's not for you. Your skin is not going to look worse after. If anything, it's going to look a little better because your skin has had a 3-month break from creasing. So those wrinkles won't be as deep. But those I think are the two biggest myths that I hear that I like to debunk in our consultations.
Awesome. What are some everyday skincare tips you recommend?
Number one, use it. Skincare is so important. These treatments that we do in the office are wonderful and amazing, but what you use every day at home has such a huge influence on your skin and your results. So, number one, of course, I'm going to be a huge advocate for medical grade skincare uh, because the active ingredients or the ingredients that really can make a change in your skin are going to be at a higher percentage in these medical grade products compared to something that you would get online or at Target. So you're going to see better results. And one of the questions that I ask people all the time if they say, "Oh, well, I got it from Sephora." Well, did it change your skin? Did it make a difference in your skin? If you're using something for 2 to 3 months and you haven't noticed a difference in your skin, it's not the product for you. So I'm a huge advocate for it, but I also am an advocate for using quality products that work with your skin because again, everyone is different.
Absolutely. Uh, Talk about how important is consistency when it comes to skincare results.
So again, consistency with your at-home regimen is so important and also with your in-office treatments. One treatment is typically not going to get you the result that you're looking for, depending on how you're coming into us and what your goals are. A lot of times, these are treatment plans that include multiple different approaches to get that result that looks natural. And it is important that if we create a treatment plan for you, that you really stick to the timeline best you can. Of course, things come up, life happens. So I understand if things have to shift a little bit, but in order to get the results that you're looking for, keep them looking natural, it is important to be consistent, not just drop into your aesthetic provider every 2 years and expect miracles.
Makes sense. Absolutely. Where can people find you?
They can find us on Instagram at refresh, the letter N, renew. They can also find us online at www.rnrmedspa.com. And we have a lot of information on the website. We have a lot of blogs. We try to stay up to date with educating there. So either of those places.
Awesome. And then what last words do you have for the audience?
Um, I think if it's something you're curious about and you're a little nervous, then again, book a consultation. There's no strings attached. It costs you nothing but your time. And Our goal is that you leave and feel empowered and educated, understanding what different treatments are and why they may or may not be appropriate for you. So just educate yourself, and always ask questions to your provider so that you can understand.
Thank you, Sarah, so much for your time today, and wishing you continued success.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. To our listeners, if you found value in this conversation, I know you did, be sure to subscribe, share, and let us know what you like best.